Bliss not get ER. So if you don't know how that works, basically, there's a 50-50 chance that you either save 10 seconds or you don't save that 10 seconds. And it, you know, they say it's 50-50. But every Luigi's Mansion runner knows that it's not 50-50 at all.
It's worse than 50.
It's actually, it's approximately 595, you know, in Luigi's Mansion runner RNG.
We got those.
You wanna know what the best part is about early release? This is
that?
also this releases the boos. So the first boo you grab always has an extra long text, and you can actually skip that text by pulling off a cloth right after you suck up a boo. And the best part is whether or not you get that is also RNG.
Okay, but when MrAfroman returns to the mansion, we should be seeing who's gonna get the better blue RNG. Now, if Bliss, I know Bliss is currently thinking about it, hopefully, but I'm hoping to see somebody go for the JGZ text minute.
The JGZ text minute,
Or whatever, the
is
parlor
that
minute.
is that
The parlor
is that
minute.
calling for Mario before you enter the door?
Honestly, I have no idea what it is. I just know that for some reason it's called that, and sometimes it works.
Yeah, you know, it works approximately the same amount of time as normally getting text skip.
Exactly.
But yeah, you know, we'll see if either of them get it. Hopefully.
Hopefully there's no lumps in the table.
So MrAfroman is going to be getting text skip.
This is out on best RNG, but can still get some pretty good RNG here.
And yeah,
Ooh,
so by the
gets
looks of
worse
it,
RNG
Bliss is not going to be. Well, we don't know yet, but and there's a lump in the cloth. It's a little bit scary. Bliss also getting text skip.
Bliss is actually going to save a little bit of time over MrAfroman there because MrAfroman had a pretty rough second read there, having the boot actually be in the China cabinet.
That is an unfortunate switch for MrAfroman. Bliss not getting much better RNG there.
So, given that MrAfroman actually got ER and Bliss didn't, this
That
race
is
has already come back really
interesting.
close.
Okay. Yeah, MrAfroman blocking the boo from being able to spawn properly actually saved time because of that.
They actually got the same wardrobe RNG.
Yeah, except MrAfroman saved time with the Taz boo spawn. And did not get hit. Told you it was possible to not get hit.
That right side ballroom RNG. Looks like Bliss does too. Obviously, neither of them going for Boo Double because that's like a Joven exclusive strat.
Yeah, you know. MrAfroman for the most part, besides like Answer Room, that was pretty good RNG.
Yes.
Bliss
Bliss not getting so good RNG on his end.
Bliss did not have the most fortunate RNG of all time. And missing the ghost. So in this room, there's actually going to be the first like real skip of the game. It's called Fire Warp. And this kind of works for a lot of objects, where if you grab the boo, and then as you're grabbing the boo, you pick up an object. If you save warp, then you're actually gonna keep that item, So in the case of specifically this element, since you spawn so close to it in the beginning of the mansion, you actually save a bunch of time with skipping a puzzle and with the skipping the text that EGAD gives you.
It also allows for runners to end up on the butler cycle.
Yeah, if you didn't do this, then butler cycle's just essentially RNG. Like, you can control where the booze, like, how you find booze and stuff, but, like, no matter what, you're gonna lose time to bad booze, and that will affect your butler cycle.
Very nice candles.
Mario.
Yeah, both of them not getting a bad butler cycle at all. Yeah, you can clear this room basically without losing almost any time because you're going to be waiting for butler anyway. This is actually not a required room. And also, you're going to notice they're not going to pick up the hat right away. If you pick up that hat right as the animation for the chest spawning plays, it actually skips that animation, and MrAfroman's not going to be getting it. And it saves a little bit of time. You're able to skip it anyway by walking through that door early, but it has to play again later anyway. Bliss did not get it in there either.
Pretty sure I missed the grab. He like tried to bring it into him and it ricocheted right off his body.
I think Bliss is gonna... Okay, I honestly thought he was gonna miss the butler cycle and have to go back and get him.
That would have been really, really bad.
That would have been really rough. And this room's also, like, deceivingly difficult, the hidden room. Yeah, for some reason you can't scan that in the very middle, it just doesn't work.
These bats are the worst.
MrAfroman went for, like, really... Yeah, I'm surprised he knows how to do that, actually. That was a really good hidden room. Getting best RNG, too. Okay.
A little rough there, auto-locking on the heart, but still gets best RNG. Bliss can go for a little bit of a safer setup there. Does not get best RNG.
There's also the laundry boo tech skip that you can get here. Not gonna be waking Michael up, unfortunately. Michael is still asleep.
He gets to sleep in a little bit today. That is, unless Bliss is gonna go for it. I mean, trying to grab it.
Okay, Michael is going to be sleeping.
Mario. 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 Oh yeah.
This RNG has been really interesting. The race has kind of been swaying in terms of how big the lead's been. Early on, it was pretty close going into ballroom, and then Bliss missed DR where MrAfroman got it, so that put MrAfroman a little bit ahead, and then they were pretty close going through the first 5 boos, but now MrAfroman's kind of had a bit of a bigger lead coming into Melody.
Yeah. So Mario Bros. 3 is actually 5 frames slower than getting water theme. It's a whole 5 frames. I'm just saying, though, I don't know if this is true or not, but if Pablo got Super Mario Bros. 3 in his PB, that legitimately did cost him a 5419.
Dang.
Because he got a 5420 flat.
Both runners actually got us something through.
It looks like MrAfroman's going to be getting a low 19 water, but a 1905. Maybe even a 1904 if this is fast.
Ooh, Derek Kitchen mouse.
Oh. Yeah, Afroman did not take the element off the ghost there. Losing a little bit of time to that. It's gonna be like a 1907-ish water from Afroman.
So this is about 13 seconds apart now.
Yeah, they're going to
Setting
be
up
to
the
the
text skip here in
outside
this
of the mansion. There's going to be a dog here that you're going to be sucking up. Bliss is getting very unfortunate RNG here. Looks like he did set up for the text skip though, so hopefully he gets that. Bliss did get the text skip.
Very nice. Doghouse is also notorious in this game for having the biggest hitbox in terms of what you can scan with the Game Boy Horror. You could be so off the Doghouse and still activate the thing into the graveyard.
Yeah, it's oddly massive. So Afroman did actually miss the graveyard double. Bliss got a pretty nice one though.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
built-in
Yeah, I wasn't
pretty well.
paying attention to whether or not Afroman went for the double on the right side or not. There's a faster double you can do now that's a little bit more consistent than the old fast double where you can be on the right side.
I believe you went the old way.
Yeah. Bogmire is the easiest one cycle out of all the bosses. There's no special trick you need to do. Every boss has a special trick you need to do to one cycle them except Bogmire. Bogmire's the only intentional. Well, I guess Boo losses too, isn't like.
Yeah.
But like realistically, like there's no way they expected you to do that in one cycle.
Yeah, that did take like a very specific setup, but in general, there's not like a specific trick behind it. Whereas like you have Chauncey one cycle, it's like a frame perfect regrab, and you have King Blue one cycle, which requires the shots in,
like,
and just a bunch of other variables to go right. So you
It's
can
like
get
extremely precise trick.
There are so many variables in that.
Yeah. Well, while this cutscene's playing, I will be back in one moment.
Well, chat's just you and me. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday so far. I certainly am having a great Saturday so far. Getting to watch some LM. I'm gonna play some games with the boys. Recipe for a great weekend. This race is gonna get pretty interesting once we get into a little deep into Area 3. There's a lot of things that can go very, very wrong in Area 3, especially with Area 1 hallway. So we can definitely see this race either go the other way in terms of Bliss's favor, or it can continue being different for Afroman, and he can continue to extend this lead of his that he already has.
Yeah, there's a certain trick that I want to see at least one of them go for.
The greatest strat ever, or whatever.
The best strat in the game. It's a half-a-second time save that only I go for.
I think because you're the only one who knows how to do it. I don't think anybody else cares enough to ask you about it, which is unfortunate because who doesn't want to do stumble skips, right?
Exactly. Afroman's not going to be going for the best strat in the game, unfortunately. You can skip that stumble right there.
Getting it saves about half second, and then missing it loses what? Second and a half, a second?
It compared to just not going for it, I think it loses half a second. Because you stumble a little bit later.
Mm-hmm. Luigi's silent despair scream.
Yeah, he's just like, oh man, I'm so close, but I'm so far. Well, Luigi, you know, he's kind of stupid. He doesn't realize that you can just get askew and click through this lion head.
You know what? That's why sometimes there are just alternate parallel universes where Luigi does know how to do that and just, you know, goes in and cleans up King Boo and saves Mario in like 5 minutes. It's pretty awesome.
Exactly. Maybe in that alternate universe, the mansion's also flipped and has different ghosts.
Man, I'd hate to have to like deal with something completely different than what you're used to in an alternate universe, you know?
I know, it would be terrible. What would be even worse is if that alternate universe happened to be Europe.
Alternate universe is just called PAL. Not even a region on the globe. It's just a new universe.
Oh yeah.
What's cool though in that alternate universe called PAL, there's like what, a 3-minute version of any percent.
Yeah. So Bliss,
Low-tad.
I think the low tad is faster than NTS, or is slower than NTSC any percent. So Bliss went for tech skip and Afroman did not.
I'm gonna keep it real. That was really trippy.
Yeah, they looked like
like
they were synced, but like...
Yeah, it looked like they were pumping the booze like at the same time. It was weird. I was watching Bliss doing that with Afroman's audio, and it was just like, wait a second.
Yeah. You actually do Petunia first, so that you have less pearls, because the more pearls that are loaded in, the less spawn from another ghost if you go and finish one. So Afroman didn't grab any, so Nana's only going to drop 4 small pearls. And that's why you do that first. There is a technical reason. It is not just preference. It's not technically faster to do that, it's just the thing that people do. Yeah, you can see Nana only drops... She actually only dropped 2. I thought it was 4, but it's 2.
Dude, I just thought of a good bingo Squarespace if we ever make a bingo for next year's tournament.
Okay, Afroman getting...
Swag
Oh,
balls.
it was 4. It was 4. I just didn't see those 2.
Oh, Afroman chest glitching there.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be fine, though. I saw a heart come out of that light. I know Bliss knows a lot about hearts.
Dude, hearts. I can't say the other word, but, you know. Slams his desk, accidentally finishes the split. That's a classic right there.
Yeah, I have that clip bookmarked on my browser. I've been having a little bit of
Candle,
trouble
you
on these
missed a candle.
candles. Candle. Where?
I would take every opportunity to quote that if somebody misses Astro Hall candles.
Bliss has caught up quite a bit of time in these, mainly because of that Nana. That was just a really unfortunate thing to happen to Afroman, but... I mean, yeah, this is becoming a good race. That
It sure is.
just unfortunate. I don't really have...
This is actually going to pull ahead from that.
Ah. This is really unfortunate. I wouldn't have tried to get the double at this point. Yeah, this is... I just feel bad.
So for the first time since Area 1, we actually have a little bit of a lead switch, and this is something I was alluded to earlier, where there's a lot of things that can go wrong in Area 3, and so far it's going in Bliss's favor since he has now taken over the lead. Afroman having a rough read here in Astro Hall. you have to remember that the boo can be in any one of these objects, including the 5 candlesticks. So kind of rough there, and also getting blown up by the bomb is going to lose him a little bit more time.
Yeah, Luigi should use that bomb to blow up the lion head.
Oh, dude, that makes so much sense. Why doesn't he just do that? Is that bullseye?
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Congratulations, Bloss, on the bullseye.
I just remember we were watching Joven do that 100% run last night, and he hit the bullseye thing, and you just were like, Joven, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen you do.
And then he started talking about the moonshot time, and I was like, I don't care.
Red, this is a 29.58 moonshot. This is so bad.
I think it was the run before that was actually really good. But yeah, you know, blowing up the moon gives you a star for some reason, and, yeah, you know, when you touch it, you become invincible, and you can just run into every ghost and they die.
That'd be awesome.
It would
It's
be.
like the star power up in Mario RPG.
Yeah. Just
Can you
like
imagine
that.
if you just like have like a star ability in this game, and if you just walk into a boo, it goes into your vacuum. How awesome would that be?
That would be great. You just touch the boo and they just disintegrate.
You just get Thanos snap.
They're sitting there cackling in the middle of the room, and Luigi just like jumps in, just started beating up the boo instead of sucking it up.
You just hear their cackle like fade out of existence. Pablo literally gifted me a tile that says it's faster to not go for billiards mirror warp. Well, you know what? I mean, he's right, and thankfully he wants everybody to know in the world that billiards mirror warp is slow.
In the famous words of, I don't remember who said it, it's slower because you have to grab fire. So Bliss is not going to be getting the legendary funny text. It's called funny text because the text pops up later than it's supposed to be, and that's pretty funny if you ask me.
Yeah, it's pretty quirky, pretty kooky, pretty silly.
Let's see if MrAfroman gets
oh my goodness, I thought that boo was just gonna go right out.
Yeah, that's actually not possible on this boo.
I didn't know that.
It looks like
That literally,
not
does that literally like only happen to Mirror Room Boo?
It's just certain boos don't want to leave their room and certain boos do. So like, you can sit in that room for like 10 seconds and he won't leave.
Hmm.
Oh right, it was Pharaoh who said that. Pharaoh said it's slower because you have to grab fire. Congratulations, Pharaoh. You spawned an entire meme. Because you decided to not do any testing yourself.
I do not believe we're going to be seeing Twins Double from either of these runners, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, in my opinion, Twins Double is a scam anyway. I like grabbing them one at a time. Taking it nice and easy.
Besides, if you actually get like a super clean
Bliss is
going to
be going
how much
for
time
it.
does that actually save over
Bliss
just
is
doing
going
the two
for
singles?
it. Not a lot. Bliss is going
It's a good
to
setup.
actually... He's actually going to be getting it. This might break off. Yeah.
Oh.
That might...
That's really
He's
unfortunate.
going for it again.
I mean, I guess that makes sense since...
Yeah, it does. That's going to bring up a decent amount of time for Afroman, though. There's not many people who say that they liked Twins Double so much that they did it twice in their run.
Yeah. Well, you know what? When, I always forget the names of this one. I forget who's who. I always forget.
Henry's the car, Orville's the,
Okay.
plane.
Okay. I didn't...
It's just Henry
I
Ford and
just
Orville
didn't want to
Wright.
say... I just didn't want to say Orville, thinking that it was Henry or whatever, and just be wrong. But yeah. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. Anyways, with Orville being at 4 HP, I guess it just makes sense that he gets him off the airplane right away. Hit two birds with one stone. Since you can still get Henry off the card while you're sucking up Orville.
MrAfroman did make up like a decent amount of time because of that.
Mm-hmm. This is Area 3 for you.
Bliss
Bliss
did
with
get
good RNG.
good RNG in Lydia's room. We'll see
check
if
skip.
Afroman gets good RNG too. There's not a read in the thing. Maybe there's a object in the bed. It switched in the bottom left. Okay, so I'm gonna give a public service announcement here to every Luigi's Mansion runner. Please learn how to search the bed while you're sucking up the cloth. It is an easy time save. Please. Just grab it in the middle and hold down right. It is that easy.
And if you don't, you will be subject to one of my famous rants.
Yeah. He will be at your bedside at midnight, and he will be ranting
About the latest Overwatch.
He's gonna be sitting there in a rocking chair with a cat in his lap, and he's gonna be petting it as he's ranting about you not searching the bed properly.
The only part that doesn't work is me holding a cat. That thing would obliterate my sinuses. Here's the real question. How much time do you think Afroman's gonna say... actually, never mind. Do you think any one of these runners is gonna lose time to their mashing? Is the better
I know Bliss doesn't have the greatest mashing, and by the looks of it, Afroman's mashing is actually pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell, because, like, JP text in general actually just moves in a really weird way. Like, certain text boxes in Clairvoyant just move slower than others. I think he did save time, though.
I'd believe it.
I'm a little, you know, I'm a little bit of a mash enthusiast.
That's why I have you here, so I can ask you questions like that.
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't know the answer to that, but I know you know the answer to that as a former zombie hover pro yourself.
I've never actually done zombie hover itself, but I definitely could have with how good it was. But now, I am washed.
And you know what?
It's not a massive difference between the two. Yeah, it's probably for the better, honestly.
No need to get insane carpal tunnel for the sake of 16 buttons per second.
Well, I couldn't hit 16. I could hit 14. Yeah, there's about a 12-second difference. It's not bad at all, really.
Yeah, this race is still really close, and I mean, like, given what's still to come, there's still plenty of chances for a lead changes. Yeah, as Bliss does have to try and spawn that a little bit slower than usual.
Afroman getting it first try, so he did save a decent amount of time there, too.
Oh,
Bliss missing the double. This could be Afroman's chance.
it definitely can.
That's
actually a really good spawn for Bliss.
That is unreal.
That's such a good spawn. Afroman spawns a poison mushroom, so he's gonna have to take this a little bit careful.
This is really scary. Afroman giving me 9 miniature heart attacks. The years I had left on my life, there's not many. I will tell you that.
Yes, the common red life expectancy has gone down.
Yeah, it's the common red life expectancy. Yeah, see, there's not a big difference. And then Afroman gets a medium text. Which...
Very pog.
Yeah, Bliss barely even lost time to missing that double. Like, that, like, actually did almost nothing. That's insane.
That pretty much evened out, yeah, with Afroman getting a not short text.
There's a 10-second difference? A little bit less.
I'm hoping to see both runners clutch out of one cycle here. It would be
Yeah,
very rough to
we
see
will
them
see
not
if
clutch out of one
either of
cycle.
them go for the Pharaoh signature cleanup.
What's the Pharaoh signature cleanup?
It makes you question why Pharaoh is doing what he's doing. That's what it is.
Is there just no like rhyme or reason to what he's doing, or what?
I don't know. I just know it works.
Oh. Well, hang on,
It
because
is.
according to Red, the best strat in the game is actually the well stumble skip. So you're gonna have to like say that is the second best strat in the game.
Yeah, you cannot call that the best strat in the game. Let's get into pretty good boo losses, actually.
Yeah, good spray. Wow, very
Nice
nice.
snipe on the
Nice.
boo there. MrAfroman going for a double ice ball. Also a pretty good boo losses by the looks of it.
Both getting one
If
cycle.
there is
so very
there is
nice.
another as a Luigi's Mansion, you know, kind of upcoming, still upcoming Luigi's Mansion legend. If there's any advice I can give, please never do double ice shot on boo losses. You know, it worked out for MrAfroman there. And I'm not speaking because there's a clip on Twitch that most people keep quoting me that I choked boo losses because I did double ice shot or anything. But, you know...
Wait, clip?
Yeah, that clip happened because I did double ice shot.
I didn't even realize.
What is it?
So when you go, I don't even know what I'm doing wrong. You now know what you were doing wrong.
I now know what I was doing wrong.
Yes, Bliss's breaker will play a big factor here. Bliss is, of course, a little bit infamous for having a tutorial series on his YouTube channel for all
That is not finished.
up-and-coming LM speedrunners, but the most recent part to that was the Breaker Boo tutorial, which is really
Bliss
awesome.
is actually
hopefully
pretty
Bliss
good
will
at
be able
Breaker
to
Boo.
use that to his advantage and actually clutch the Breaker Boo one cycle.
Bliss is actually pretty good at Breaker Boo, but what's funny is I'm pretty sure every single one of his PBs that have went for have missed it. Like, he gets it every time, but on the attempts that he does, that he's PB pays.
1 million gold ahead of Bliss. I don't know if Bliss is gonna have the money.
Let's see. Yeah, something's telling me. It's kind of weird that MrAfroman has so much more, considering that he doesn't have a very good build count. 37. That's like 300 behind what I usually have, I think.
Bliss must be missing out on some pearls.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe one day Bliss will finish that tutorial. He only has Area 4 left.
Yeah, you know, he might as well finish it.
It would be a great service to the entire up-and-coming Luigi's Mansion speedrunning community.
Yeah, LM prodigies.
From all around.
I would have 54 if Bliss finished that tutorial.
Dude. I could have a... I could...
Flair would have a 52.
I don't even know if I play out of bounds if he even made the A4 tutorial, to be honest. But Daniel would have a 56 if Bliss finished the tutorial. Just finishing the tutorial would make runners like 100% better. Like, if you think about it, like, all of us runners could just all of a sudden be like really good at this game.
Yeah, so we'll see how their RNG goes. Bliss did not get Instagram. Happy birthday, Grimly. Got some nice pants. Okay, there you go. Let's see how MrAfroman gets it. Happy birthday, Grimly.
Hey, nice pants, Grimly. They're looking good today.
Got a really nice hat there. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you have to compliment his pants. It's the only way. If you don't compliment his pants, then he's not interested.
Yeah, his pants are so good you can't even see them.
That's why they're such great pants. Both runners about to approach the first gauntlet of Area 4 known as Breaker Boo.
I don't know if Afroman goes for Breaker Boo or not.
Oh yeah.
I actually don't think he does. You know, Afroman's a little bit of an old school guy. He's been running this game since like 2014, and he's kind of a seasonal runner. I feel like this is not the thing that he's focusing on practicing, if I'm being completely honest. And by the looks of it, he's not going to be going for it. Bliss actually got the RNG for the charge and chose not to go for it. There's a heart in the room, which scares me a little bit. Oh, looks like Bliss is going to be...
Ooh, he's gonna miss
Oh!
it.
So unfortunately,
unfortunate.
I'm not actually sure why that didn't work. That looked pretty... I'm not a drag stratter. I am a part of Wall Street gang.
Me neither,
And
so I'm not 1000% sure.
I did say Wall Street on purpose. Shoutouts to Pablo. Yeah, I think, yeah, Afroman's ahead.
Yeah, for now, we'll kind of see what happens if Bliss is going to recheck for Blue Hits Plus.
I mean, he will. There's no point not to. By the way, the Boo going back into Breaker is a pretty low chance. So, yeah.
Yeah, more often than not, it will go into Pipe Room, which means that instead of save warping from Armory, you're going to have to mirror warp from Armory to keep that Boo in Pipe Room at its low HP instead of resetting, because if you do that, then Breaker's back at 200, and that's no fun.
I actually paid off Breaker Boo to leave in my race against Blue Hits. Because, you know, that's still the only reason I won. Also won because of ER.
Let's swap this audio back over to Afroman, who's technically
Yeah.
ahead right now.
I believe Afroman is ahead. It's going to even out... It's
Well, I
going
mean,
to even
Afroman's
out
gonna go
a
for-
decent amount,
Yeah.
like, after Van Gore. And also,
Afroman
Bliss
will
could...
be going
Blue
for that.
Split... Breaker going to Pipe doesn't actually lose an immense amount of time. The main problem comes from the chance of spawning Pipe Boo.
True. And of course, clearing Pipe is not the greatest thing in the world either.
Mario.
Yeah, it's not great. You can't count Bliss out yet, though.
Yeah, and the switch is still really, really close. So, this is what we like to see. As we get deeper into the tournament, we're going to start seeing more matches like this where these kind of go back and forth, very neck to neck, and really
It's like
it comes
Afroman
down
is.
towards the end of the run.
And you're going for Soldier Double. Getting dragged a decent amount. This is,
break off, huh?
yeah. Alright, Bliss is
Set up
going
for
to
us.
be...
It's a cleaner setup here.
Looks like Bliss is going to be getting it.
So that's going to put Bliss back ahead.
This is unfortunate. Okay, yeah. Bliss is definitely ahead after that. Losing Soldier Double is not something that you ever want to see. That is really unfortunate. Oh, Afroman got smacked.
Ooh. Looks like he got A before. Yes, he did.
I feel like Afroman's dropping suck-up inputs, because I feel like I've seen him get dragged like that during, like, simple suck-ups, like, really commonly.
Mm.
That's something that happens on a worn-out controller, by the way, is you can just start dropping suck-up inputs. That's kind of a good sign to know that you want a new controller. It happens to me on specifically the left side of the control stick. Isn't that just awesome?
It's very awesome.
Looking like Bliss is going to be going for Armory 5-piece.
This strat's pretty difficult, also because this room is super laggy, so we will see how this turns out. I'm hoping for the best here, because this strat is really cool to get.
That is a cool strat. That is not an amazing setup. Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, and this is the grabber. But it's okay, because he actually gets all 4 of those, and
Yeah.
misses out on the grabbers. The worst one that could
I
have
hope
happened there, the worst
Bliss
one obviously would have been that
remembers.
breaking off
I
if
hope
the grabber
Bliss
grabbed him.
remembers the mirror warp.
I hope so too, because if he misses the, if he forgets to mirror warp
It just switched
here,
into
that's
the.
actually,
It just switched in there for Afroman. That's big. That's really big.
that is really huge. He's gonna bait the charge here. So this race, once again, like, very neck and neck again.
Yeah,
and
this is a very
we
good
don't really
race.
see the even out again till pretty
Yeah,
much Bangor.
Yeah, looking like Bliss is gonna remember to mirror warp here. Afroman not getting the greatest text RNG.
Oof.
Bliss getting worse text RNG. That is the worst text RNG you can get. I don't know what the change. I've heard different probabilities for Van Gogh text. Like, I heard 1 in 5, 1 in 7, 1 in 4. It's about like 1 in 5. I feel like I average like 1 per run for like a Van Gogh text.
Mario.
I don't know what the actual probability is though. Yeah, I believe Afroman is like slightly ahead. It's kind of hard. You can't really judge it until after Van Gogh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I would just suck that guy up at that point. Also, Pipe Room is something that I learned. I learned something about Pipe Room. I neglected to practice this for years. It's so important. You can save so much time by just learning how to navigate through this room without getting scared.
Are there like specific things you do in terms of?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. If you
like,
do the same thing every
avoiding
time,
the-
you can just get
or, like,
you can
even
get
avoiding the grabbers in the first place.
yeah. So Bliss unfortunately spawning Pipe Room Boo. It looks like he's just gonna be grabbing him. Is he going for pipe one cycle?
Why?
This is a little bit.
This is an interesting call by Bliss.
He's gonna
Obviously
be getting the
gets the boo out
switch on the
eventually,
boo
so-
because he searched it a little bit early. Did he break a boo that time though?
Only
Clearing
thing that'd be
up
kind
all
of
the
rough now
pearls.
is since Bliss has now gotten Piper Room Boo into Weston's room, there's an offshoot chance that he spawns that Boo first again instead of Weston Boo. So this should be interesting
This
to
is
see
a
how he kind
little
of
bit
plays this out.
interesting. Luckily the boo's standing still right now. Hopefully Afroman can get this one cycle here. Weston Boo is one of the hardest one cycles in the game. Gonna be getting it.
Nice.
I believe Afroman will be ahead out of Van Gogh.
I believe so too.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Bliss hoping to get to get Weston Boo here is actually going to end
That
up
is
spawning
Pipe Boo.
Piper Room Boo.
Actually,
so,
he might as well just grab this boo at this point.
that's what I'm saying. He just needs to like drag this out properly at the end.
That is
Very nice.
that is a little bit of an interesting strategy.
You know
That worked out a lot better than it should have.
So I mean, hey, take it, I guess. Guys,
he
new roundup just dropped? New roundup
didn't
just dropped?
grab Weston Boo.
Yeah, how many times do you watch a sub 1 player just decide to get Piper and Boo in Weston's room since it went there?
I don't think I've ever seen that before, honestly.
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen that either.
I mean, it was a good play. That was smart. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, listen, it was interesting. It was interesting in the first place that instead of trying to get Piper out as soon as possible, that he actually drained as much HP as he did and ended up getting it into Weston. But hey, you know what? He'll take those.
That's just so funny to me. I don't know why.
It's an unconventional play, you know. It's not something you see every runner go for.
Yeah, there
And
aren't
more
many-
often than not,
yeah, there
most
aren't-
runners are going to try and just get pipe boot to lead, because why would you want to deal with pipe boot if you had breaker boot at 2 HP? That's like you're clearing that room to get breaker because it's at such low HP. Probably.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I mean, like, I think Afroman's still a little bit ahead, but at this point,
It's really hard to tell
very
because
marginal.
Afroman needs to get like.
you used to get
Bangor
Bangor
boot.
but it's marginal at this point. Like,
I think
it's
Bliss
very, I think
might
within a few
still be
seconds.
slightly ahead. I can't tell. It's like really, really hard to tell.
Well, Bliss is like 3 ghost sets behind Afroman, so Afroman does have a little bit of time here to like drain some HP on this
Yeah,
first cycle of Bangor.
I don't know. It's a very close race either way.
Extremely close.
I think Bliss is slightly ahead.
He will be slightly ahead. So this kind of comes down to Team Boo. I have no idea if Bliss is going to go for Team Boo one cycle. He was practicing it before we started this race. So we should see how that kind of turns out.
Actually-
Really nice first cycle there for Afroman. My goodness. They're going to be really, really close.
Because keep in mind, Bliss has to go Mirror Ward. No, Afroman's gonna be ahead, I think. Yeah, Afroman's ahead if he gets this. How did that not work?
how did that happen? What?
Okay, this is really close, actually. What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh! Oh my! Good text, RNG? Unfortunately not. Okay, this is within 5 seconds of each other. Oh my god.
It's really close. It's so close.
Mario.
51.
Mhm.
Yeah, for Afroman to win this, he's gonna have to hope for a choke from Bliss. I don't think
That is true.
Afroman even knows how to do King Boo one cycle.
So what? It would be in Bliss's best interest to go.
If he just went for a normal, 2 cycle, then like, yeah, that probably would just secure the victory. But
Yeah,
Bliss
'cause
could
if-
also, if Bliss goes for 1 cycle, then,
he'll win by quite a bit.
yeah,
If he
it's
gets
up
it.
to him. Like,
It is up to him at this point. It's his at this point with King in terms of actually going for King Boo one cycle. Like if he goes for it, it's pretty much his race to lose. This is very close. Coming down to the final boss fight. 5 seconds apart, pretty much. Really solid run. Well, really solid race. I don't know about solid run. I don't know if both these runners are that happy with this run in terms of what ended up happening, because there's a lot of interesting things that went down on this run. But you know what? It made for a really good race, I would say. This is very close, and I'm stoked that Red Knight here got to commentate this a bit.
yeah, I think this is the second closest race of the tournament. Me and Blue Hits were the closest, but
Yeah, and then Swazer Pharaoh were really close.
yeah, that was also another one.
That was really close going to King Boo.
We'll see how this goes, though. We'll see. I would assume Blue Hits is probably going to go for King Boo 1 cycle. That or
Say
just an
Blue
instant
Hits?
shot, too. Yeah,
Did
I
you
said
just
Blue
say
Hits.
Blue
I did say Blue Hits, yeah. But yeah, no.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
that is.
shit.
Oh.
that is
Afroman's
interesting.
Afroman's also going to be going for an insta shot. Okay, Afroman's ahead. Because it's going to be difficult for Bliss to be able to. Alright, Afroman. This is a
gonna
really.
have a kind of a rough first cycle there.
265,
Afroman's gonna be at
253.
253. This could be really close. Afroman gonna set for another insta shot
This is-
here. This is
yeah,
his
yeah,
chance
yeah.
to pull ahead and win.
Yeah, this is a. Oh. This is not something I expected to see.
Yeah, this is not something I expected to see either.
He's flying really high for Afroman.
I think this is.
Back
I
there?
think he should
That's-
still be okay.
yeah,
Oh!
Hey, no,
think
Bliss is
Bliss
gonna.
is gonna pull this out
Bliss is
now.
gonna. Yeah, he's gonna get it.
Wow.
Wow. Oh my.
That's
That
it.
it. Yeah.
Oh my
Congratulations, Bliss, on your win.
goodness. By the skin of his teeth.
Yeah,
By the
that was.
absolute skin of his teeth. Manages.
Yeah, he was. MrAfroman was ahead on the second cycle there. That was. Yeah, that was. MrAfroman just got really unlucky. He flew really high. Like both cycles. Oh yeah.
A little bit of a bonk there, and frozen, so he can go back in one more time.
That is super unfortunate. Hello, Bliss.
Bliss
Congratulations
welcome
on
in.
your win.
Congrats.
Thanks. That
GG's.
was a very stressful race.
That's a really interesting
Yeah.
race. Very interesting, but hey, it made for a really good race, man. Lots of things went on here, and
Yeah,
you know, it really came down to the wire.
Good time here with King Boo.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't blame him for that.
Oh yeah, I don't
Congratulations, though, on your
Thanks.
win. GG's. You know, one of the funniest things I've seen all year is you get Pipe Boo instead of Weston Boo.
It just made
That was-
sense. It just
You know
made
what?
sense.
It worked out. I didn't think that was gonna work out, but you proved me wrong, and that was fun to watch.
Yeah,
Thanks,
will be
man.
joining us here in a second.
The nice thing about it is it didn't matter if however many times I pumped because he runs away so slow, so it worked out really well.
Welcome in, Afro Man.
Hey, good
Dude,
job,
what's up?
good games.
GG's, man, that was something else. Quite the race.
Yeah, definitely. That was really good. Like, how close was it at the very end?
You guys were like
Um,
5 seconds apart entering King Boo.
If you didn't mess up 2-cycle, you would have won because I had a really, really bad 2-cycle. And like first cycle, I got him down to 265, and then just somehow cranked it out.
Yeah, I just completely lost control of that second cycle, and then I couldn't get I couldn't even do a setup to get the third hit because, well, actually, the third hit, I just bonk into King Boo, and I should have just gotten crown theft at that point.
Classic.
In all honesty, because like, and then he just gives me the worst ball throws to set up, and he just destroys them all. So I'm like, okay, that's the end of that. You've already won. So,
There was a lot of back and forth. Like I shouldn't have been watching, but I was watching, and it was just constantly back and forth between us.
It
Yeah.
was a really good race.
oh yeah, yeah. What was it? I just had like terrible RNG in Area 3, and then the stupidest thing happened in Altar Room where literally one of the Shy Guys got stuck on the candle, so I couldn't set up a 2-cycle or a double. And
Yeah.
well, actually, before that, my freaking vacuum auto locks and wouldn't move to get the triple, so I literally couldn't move it.
Were you watching most of it, or
Parts of it, yeah.
I don't know if you
I-
saw my Safari room, but it was bad.
I saw you had to go for a garbage double.
Yeah,
I got lucky.
That,
They spawned
that
in
was
the same
one of the
place.
luckiest
You
things
got
I think
really
I've
lucky.
like ever seen in my entire life. They really spawned inside of each other.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't even lose you time. Like,
No, I don't think it
lost
did.
you. It barely lost you time over just like getting the double normally anyway.
Right.
I probably played like the best in Area 2 because everything was going pretty good until like it was just the ending mostly.
Right.
Because Melody's Boo just like was on the left side, and then I had to spawn Kitchen Boo in the fridge, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
I checked fridge, and then he switched as I was running back to get him from the table. The
Oh,
fridge. Yeah. It gave me the tech skip, so I can't be that upset, but like, it's just unfortunate either way. But either way, GG's. It was
GG's,
a
dude. That
Fun,
was a great.
stressful race.
Yeah, that was great and stressful.
Well, Thanks, Flair
Good
and Red
luck.
for commentating.
Yeah, no
Of
problem.
course, man.
Yeah, good luck on your next match.
Racing Pharaoh now?
You are going to be racing Pharaoh.
Yeah, and I will
Hell
be
yeah.
on tomorrow to race Pablo.
Bro?
Ah, yeah.
Yes,
I am
Red will be
looking to-
racing Pablito speedruns.
I
tomorrow.
tried to schedule for the day he got home from Canada, but he said he wasn't gonna do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just remember you were like, Paulo, when do you want to schedule this race? He's like, I don't know. When do you want to do it? And Red was like, how about tomorrow? And Paulo was just like, Red, absolutely not. I'm not doing that.
He even admitted to his face, this is the only chance I have of winning.
Yeah, he did. He's like, I just wanted to do that because I had a better chance of winning. And Paulo's like, sorry, my friend, I'm not doing that.
Well, either way,
Heck.
I think it's going to be a good race, and I'm excited for
I
it.
can't believe he doesn't offer to schedule what times work for him because we don't know what he's
I was
doing.
like, tomorrow's the only day that works for the next 2 months. We got to do it then. I'm sorry to break it to you, bud.
Yeah.
Imagine the
Oh.
tournament gets held up until September because you can't race Pablo the day he comes back from Canada.
Pablo, you do not understand. If you do not schedule this race with me, there are going to be some serious consequences for the rest of the tournament.
We're gonna have to start dropping people, and that doesn't mean us. It means everybody else just to do our race.
Everybody else will forfeit. We will have to do the grand finals in 2 months, Red versus Pablo.
Yeah.
It's like, these guys are taking too long. Like,
Man,
why
I
is
don't
it?
wanna participate in
It's
the tournament anymore.
September. It was
This one-
supposed to happen
this one
2
match-
months ago.
This one match is taking 5 months to happen.
It's been 84 years. I don't know.
Oh,
Well-
well. You guys have anything else before we sign out for the day?
Thanks again for commentating.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Thanks for
problem.
commentating.
It was a fun match to commentate.
Very fun.
And
All right, folks.
thanks, Speed Gaming.
Yes, that is going to do it for us. Shouts to Bliss and MrAfroman for giving us such a great race. I've been Flair. That has been my co-commentator, Red. Thanks to SpeedGaming for letting us do these tournaments and for all the setup help, as always. And catch us back tomorrow for... We got 2 matches tomorrow, actually. At 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we got Red vs. Pablo, as we've been talking about. And then at 3 p.m., we got Glitch PhD versus Chill Wizard. So I'm looking forward to those matches. I hope you guys are as well. We will catch you tomorrow, and have a great rest of your Saturday, folks.
Yeah, see you later, everybody.
Peace.
Laters.